Hi, welcome to the Poppy Jasper International Film Festival 2021. I'm Drew Massey, your keynote speaker, and I'm going to deliver my keynote address from a hiking trail, because why not? Still in a global lockdown, and well, I can't be on a stage in front of you in Gilroy, so here we go. A little bit about me. I am a puppeteer, director, illustrator, improv guy, voiceover guy. I'm also the co-creator, co-writer, and exec producer of a show called The Barbarian and the Troll on Nickelodeon every Friday at 7:30.
A long time ago, in a land full of wizards, trolls, and goblins, there lived a feared and revered barbarian.
Evan, why are you talking like that?
Well, I'm trying.
I'm trying to fill everyone in on our journey.
Okay, but make it quick.
Okie dokie.
Join the adventure of a barbarian and her quest friends as they encounter extreme sword fights,
Stop hitting yourself. Why are you hitting yourself?
angry livestock, absolute bangers,
I got 99 problems, but a bridge ain't one.
medieval technology,
Alexa, lights on. Thank you, Alexa.
talking owls,
Sup?
talking axes,
I need to piss.
bad guys, good guys, this guy, explosions, tiny explosions,
Your ball.
massive explosions, normal-sized explosions, flower explosions, pudding explosions, spaghetti explosions, and puppets.
Puppets?
Yeah. Puppets.
Oh yeah, I love puppets.
Aren't they the best?
The Barbarian and the Troll, coming soon, only on Nick.
So, my partner and co-creator on The Barbarian and the Troll, Mike Mitchell, he and I met in 1994 when he was doing a pilot for ABC called Chunks of Life, about 3 dudes living their best dude life in an all-puppet universe. Everybody they dealt with and everybody in their world was a puppet, which I thought was super cool. I mean, the coolest thing was that he sold an all-puppet comedy to a major network. Pretty impressive. Anyway, I think he was a fan of the commercials I was doing at the time for Foster Farms about 2 really dumb chickens trying to work their way into a chicken farm because they heard how well the chickens were treated, but they were blissfully unaware of the fact that they would eventually be eaten anyway. Good series of spots. I'm going to tell you a story about that later. I had, in 2004, done an episode of Angel called Smile Time, where David Boreanaz's Angel gets turned into a puppet. And I realized that when you put puffy, regular Muppet-style puppets, hand puppets, in front of really expensive lenses and amazing cameras, and then you light it all with fantastic cinema lighting, the puppets look really, really good. So when Mike and I became reintroduced about 5 years ago, we lamented the fact that we hadn't seen any all-puppet shows that were just regular puffy-style puppets that were comedies, except in the kids' space. Like, they would always skew really, really young. And we wanted to do something and skewed a little older, still kid-friendly. As much as we love Crank Anchors and Happy Time Murders, those skew way older. They're a little blue for a whole family. And the idea for us was to hit that middle ground and kind of break it open a little bit. Just crack that nut, raise the ceiling, age-wise. And we figured we'd do that by presenting puppets in a really cinematic way so that they looked super good. They looked like an action movie. And then we'd pepper in some Monty Python-like humor. We wouldn't go like full guy barfing in a restaurant Monty Python. You know what I mean. The goofy stuff. Life of Brian Monty Python. Minus the nudity. Now, Mike and I came up with Barbarian and the Troll before Dark Crystal Age of Resistance had come out, and that is really cool. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on Netflix. It is gorgeous, but it's not a comedy. What we wanted to do is something that was funny, still shot cinematically, with regular, non-creaturey, puffy, Muppet-style hand puppets. That's what we set out to do. Why is puppetry such an enduring art form? I don't know. I have this odd theory that people like watching puppets because puppets are inherently helpless. They can't do anything for themselves. I mean, as a puppet professional, this is painfully obvious when you have to make a puppet do something as simple as, say, pick up a telephone, where you have to have the puppet go over, put its hand on the receiver, then cut, then butyl the hand in, then pick up the shot so the puppet, and then you got to rod the receiver. Anyway, it's a giant pain because puppets can't do anything for themselves. So my theory is that it's deep-seated in childhood when people play with their action figures and dolls and stuffed animals, what have you. Those figures are helpless, and you need to help them do whatever they're doing, and you imbue them with personality and control their actions. And I have a feeling that comes into play when people watch puppets, that it's inherently interesting because it's like watching a puppy stuck in a sofa. Do puppies get stuck in sofas? I don't know. I'm not a dog person. Anyway, if a puppy were stuck in a sofa, you'd want to help it. And I have a feeling that that's what the draw of puppetry is. Puppets are helpless, so you watch them because you want to help them out. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. It's just a theory. Puppetry is interesting because it's an ancient art form. It really is. But it keeps going through updates and iterations, and technology keeps coming along that makes it easier to do what we do. In the Barbarian and the Troll, for instance, all the rods are removed digitally, which makes it look better. It's just great. Removing the puppeteers is easier. Composite shots make things look really cool. And we can just be, quite frankly, we can be sloppier on set with what we do and have the VFX crew clean it up later. But it offers us a degree of freedom that we didn't have before. Another thing I really like about puppets is that, well, puppets can be anything. I mean, me as an actor, if I were on camera all the time, I would be limited to my corporeal self, my physical form, my headshot, basically. I could put makeup on and stuff, but it'd basically just be me. But as a puppeteer, I could be anything. I could be a tree having a bad day, or a toaster going through puberty. I don't know. Anyway, it's limitless. I can take a thing, imbue it with a personality, and craft a performance. And that, to me, pretty powerful stuff. In pitching the show, it's kind of funny because people kept asking, there are no people in this? And we're like, no. We're like, it's all puppets. We're like, yeah. And it's not for preschool. No. Well, why puppets?
We're like, what do you mean, why puppets? Why not puppets? I'll tell you why puppets. Well, because we're relatable. People love us, and we're visually appealing. Can't take your eyes off us. Plus, we're like animation, but without the weight. And we can react to the physical universe. Yeah, real things affect us. Okay. Wasn't watching where I was going. See? Physical universe right there. Oh, plus, we're cheaper than CG. Shh.
Every year I wonder, is this it for puppets? Are puppets still relevant? Are they viable? I mean, it's a literally ancient art form. It's been around thousands of years. But every year I'm surprised. Some puppet project pops up, and puppets keep making comeback after comeback. I guess there's something about puppetry that's classic and enduring and timeless. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're making an independent film and you want it to stand the test of time, put a puppet in it. All right, it's about time for me to wrap up. So I just have one more story about when I was shooting some Foster Farms commercials. As I said, they were funny commercials with two puppet chickens trying to work their way into Foster Farms. And as we were shooting, Greta, the Foster Farms rep, took us aside and said, I have to tell you about a letter we got in our corporate offices. It was from somebody who was suicidally depressed, ready to just end it all, had a gun in his mouth, ready to go, and bear with me, it ends well. Also had a TV on in the background, fortunately, because one of the Foster Farms commercials came on, and he took notice, and he put down the gun and just started laughing his ass off, and apparently decided, well, if there's still stuff in this world that can make me laugh like that, maybe it's worth sticking around. So there you go. Puppetry, it can save lives, I guess. Anyway, on that positive note, this is Drew Massey, your keynote speaker for Poppy Jasper International Film Festival 2021, signing off and trying to find a way home. I'm pretty sure I've just been going in circles. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you next year in person at the festival. Let's hope this pandemic will be short-lived. All right. Have a good year, everybody. Let's see. Ooh, there's a compass on my phone. Here's a question. Is my car north or south? Hello? Anyone?